Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Uh, so it's another wonderful evening here, and I just wanted to talk about what was on my mind recently, um, when it comes to uh, trying to follow the will of something that's higher than yourself. All right, and you may be asking, what does that mean? What I'm trying to say is, because I don't know who's watching this channel, but what I'm trying to really say is when you try to follow the will of God, all right, something that's higher than yourself, you really have to throw all the chips in, like you're in a casino in Vegas. You really got to throw the chips in to realize that you have to lose it all to gain it all. And right now, I'm at a point in my life where, excuse me, I'm at a point in my life where I'm realizing that I cannot play the game that everyone else is playing, but at the same time, I can't step away from the game or else I can't survive. So, what does that leave you with? Okay. And that leaves you with the ability to understand that you have to have complete surrender to the Lord Jesus Christ of Nazareth. And whatever that looks like for you, I know this may sound cliche. This may sound, like, um, another person telling you to surrender to Jesus and to believe in God. But what I'm trying to tell you is, from my perspective, from this ministry I'm trying to do, is that you really have to understand that God is in the background. Okay, so on the iPhone, you got this background app refresh. And if you turn it off, you open the app and it has to reload completely. But if you leave it on, you open the app, days later, and then the app will pop up right where it left off. God is the background app refresh. Okay? When you click that app, He picks the program up right where it left off, even if you haven't opened the app days before. So, what I'm trying to say is that as you move forward in your authenticity and realization that you cannot do this by yourself, you're going to need that background app refresh. Coming from me personally, on my iPhone, I turn it off. But, you know, it really has nothing to do with this message. But when you turn it on, notice how when you open the app, it really loads really quick. It picks up where you left off. Okay? That's what God is. God is the person who picks up where you left off, but he was there the whole time. He was like watching you the whole time. He was tuning into your app activity, your, you know, your what you were doing on your phone, for example. God is the person who's tuned into that. This is just an analogy. And once you realize that that background app refresh is the act of God, you begin to realize that you were never in control. It was always God who was refreshing your state of being. He was always in the background. And what you got going on in life is always what's in the foreground. And what I'm figuring out is that, I'm using the iPhone as an analogy that has nothing to do with spirituality, but bear with me, is that when you realize that God is always running in the background, you're not going to come from a state of lack. You're going to come from a state of abundance. And take it from me, I'm a person who's not financially independent. I'm not physically independent, like living in my own roof, okay? But I got the mindset that I am independent, but based on the the experiences I'm getting right now in life, it's not the end of the world if I'm not fully independent yet. And this isn't a cope. This is more of a a realization of the in the spiritual that I could be homeless right now and I would still feel the same way. I wouldn't panic. I wouldn't feel like I'm, you know, uh, gone for life. So if you're watching this video, I encourage you to understand and believe that whatever situation you're in, it could be a lot worse. Okay? It could be so much worse that um, you wouldn't see the silver lining. But there's always going to be a silver lining if you understand that God has a hand over your life. So I just hope this message helped you tonight. And this is kind of like a epiphany I kind of had. Um, but so yeah, I hope you have a good night. And just know that God is always with you, even if it doesn't feel like He's there. People in the 3D, you're gonna notice that you're alone. You're gonna notice that people abandon you. People don't care about you. People don't don't care about you. But in the 4D, in the 5D, God is literally holding you in His hand like you're an infant. And that's so when I realized that that's very, very powerful. So I hope this helped you tonight. Like, just understand that people around you, this is very hard to comprehend, I know, but people around you are gonna treat you like, you're a piece of ice. You're just something they can buy at the supermarket, but God is holding you like you're an infant. And your entire life, even when you're old, when you're young, it doesn't matter. He's holding you like you were just born. He's holding me like I was just born. And that's beautiful to think about. So I encourage you to think that same way. Just maybe this will help you get through something right now. All right? So, hope you have a good night. God bless and just take care of yourself.